Get me some yellow contacts.
Yellow.
Perfect.
It's just.
Isn't that what his eyes were? Right?
Could you
Yellow,
imagine?
right? They were yellow.
Oh, dude, we should totally do like a group cosplay.
No. Jabba's was like pure black, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yellow.
His eyes are pure black, I think.
No, they're not. They're yellowish.
They're yellow, right?
Oh wait, doesn't he have like a cat eye type of
he
thing,
has
right?
Like a cat eye thing. Like he goes, wow.
Yeah, right, like that, sideways type shit, and all that good stuff and whatnot, and all that
I
other,
didn't charge my phone.
all that other hood shit.
I'm low on battery. Yo, pass me that lighter. I need to light this shit up. Thank you. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Pass me the blue. Let's go. Right there. In between the fingers, niggas.
So
Path is gonna be on. Can you believe it?
it's the Parental Advisory Podcast. Skirt. And I am one of your illustrious hosts, that Chico J Serve. You can find me at JServe954 on all social media and JServe TV on YouTube. And as always, that handsome devil over there is...
I am Elo Soul.
I don't know if that thing was snoring.
What? Okay. You can find me on Elo Soul 463 for my Instagram and for my Facebook and Twitter, and Elo Soul YT for my gaming and Twitch. Follow me, people.
And you have the brown kid sitting on a little tiny toddler chair.
Lean it
Wilmo
down.
Rivera. Oh, am I? Hello?
Angle
Over here?
just the mic. The
Over
mic.
here?
Yeah, so just angle it down that way you don't have to.
All for $1.
Yeah,
Can you guys
like
hear me
now,
now?
yeah. Now you sound better. Yeah.
My name is Wilmo Rivera.
My name is Wilmo.
Yeah. Find me on Snapchat and Instagram, niggas.
At
Silly Goose on Snapchat, food Instagram. My name is Wilmo_Chiquito. Holla at me.
we should do like a drop, like every time you do. It's just the fava beans and the Chianti. Just have that button on deck ready. Yeah.
That's like the best fucking sound effect he's ever done in a movie.
I don't know. I just want to.
What? You don't like sound
Remember.
Look how he does it though.
Remember
What,
when?
me?
Yeah, he sticks his tongue out, and it's like usually people do it with like the little bit of their tongue in their teeth.
No.
He sticks his whole tongue
He
out.
does.
Who?
Do it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like, I do it too. Just like him. He's like,
Yeah.
he does like the weirdest shit. He didn't. No one was planning that shit. He just did it.
Yeah, he just did that. That wasn't in the
expression
script.
On her face was her shitting herself because she couldn't believe this nigga just did that.
He wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't on the script.
Can you just do me a favor and throw out some of the trash?
And we got a special guest right here.
Oh my
It's,
God.
wifey
Are you guys
too.
recording?
Wait, some of the trash?
Yeah, we were recording.
Yeah, we've been recording.
She's
We
a
did the
tremendous
intro. What the
thinker.
fuck you mean? Are we recording?
No, I'm
Hello,
telling
if you
her.
want some
Oh.
cakes done for you.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
Advertising for this girl. She didn't even know. Here you go, guys. Buy her cakes.
Yeah, buy them
Find her.
cakes
They sweet.
Made by
They
love.
delicious.
made by love by
Go look it
Lila.
up.
Show some love, niggas. Cause she will.
Okay, good night, guys.
Check it out, y'all.
She's out, niggas.
She out this bitch.
She out there beer on that.
So what up, y'all? What's going on, man? What's popping?
Oh man, we got to talk about the Conor
You know what I'm
McGregor
saying?
shit.
Okay, yeah.
Let's
But
get
we
into
just, you
that.
know,
Yeah, what
we've been,
exactly happened with that shit?
we've been out and about lately and
Yeah.
kind of just been fucking around or whatever. But
I've been
this
keeping-
week
I've been
has been
keeping
pretty
Serve
fucking
on,
hectic.
I've been keeping Serve on tabs. With
This
shit.
week has been pretty fucking hectic as far as. All right, Ella, go ahead, take it away because you've been kind of.
Yeah,
If you go on
so
that.
Conor. So UFC 223 just came out, right? So it was on Saturday. Great event. Me and Surf saw it. We liked it, even though it was a lot of shit happened with the promotion. You know, the fighters couldn't fight.
Well, that's what you're getting at. Before you get into that,
Well, I'm setting it up for what Saturday was. So in the midst of all that, Conor McGregor basically stole the headlines, and he wasn't even fighting. On Friday, I believe. No, was it on Friday? I'm sorry, it was on Thursday. Thank you. Sorry, Thursday. Thursday, when they were doing the media day with the UFC fighters for UFC 223, they were leaving the Barclays Arena.
Barclays
Arena downstairs. I believe so. Was it? I don't know if it was there. I can't confirm if it was there or at the hotel of when.
No,
they were going.
it's the Barclays.
It was at the
Barclays.
Okay.
At the Barclays.
So it was in the underground where
the
they
garage.
were getting on the buses.
The garage.
So what happened was, and this is all based on the information they now have from the arrest and the footage that they got, because they got a lot of footage. Some people from MacLife, who is affiliated with Conor McGregor, or either you right there,
yeah,
either affiliated with Conor McGregor or Conor McGregor owns them. They do the videos.
MacLife, isn't that the video? Isn't that his
it's a video.
promotion?
I think it's a video company that either he owns or he's affiliated with.
Well, I mean, MacLife. Is it MC Life?
MAC. So
Okay.
you don't know if it's
Sure.
Mac as
Fair enough.
because they had a nickname for him, Conor Mac Miller or whatever.
Mac Miller. Yeah.
Not Mac Miller, Mac McGregor. I forgot what it was. The Mac Daddy.
Oh, okay.
So so they had credentials for the building. Obviously, I'm guessing they were there for Artem. Artem is another UFC fighter who was on the card, who's also a good friend of Conor McGregor. Mm-hmm. So I would assume they were there because he's under his brand as well as an Irish fighter. Mm-hmm. So they had let Conor and his people that he had brought with him into the building. And they made their way down from what the camera showed, the footage. They made their way down to the service elevator, and they got to the garage. Once they got to the garage, they went fucking apeshit.
That's what I saw. Like, I saw a couple photos on
Apeshit.
Dog, this man.
Conor went running after the bus. He picked up a dolly and threw that shit through the first row.
Through the window.
To the window of the first row. The
Cutting
first
open.
row when you come into the bus, those seats hit the left side of that bus. Michael Chiesa, who was a fighter, who was supposed to fight that event, he got hit by the dolly and the glass. He actually didn't get the worst injury. The glass, then, because it was like I don't know if it's like plexiglass or like the bullet type of glass. It's when it breaks. It breaks and it becomes like dust.
It's tempered glass.
Tempered glass. It just, from what Michael Chiesa said, when the glass broke, it literally felt like dust was hitting his face.
True.
It didn't feel like glass. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Some of that glass got into the eyes of Ray Borg, who's another fighter. He's actually having the worst out of everybody got hurt, because that shit. He has now, from what they examined as recently as I think 2 days ago, he has now a quarter abrasion basically right under his eyeball.
Okay.
It's a cut, and like he showed it. He showed the below his eyeball.
And he can't fight no more.
And well, they don't know. They're gonna evaluate him, and they're gonna see. Obviously, they're gonna try. He's gonna try his hardest because that's his way of living. But I mean, he has a very big lawsuit probably against Conor McGregor coming.
Well, yeah, fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah, Michael Chiesa got hurt. He got a bunch of scratches on his face because of the glass that flew into his face. So he was deemed unable to fight. So that means he couldn't fight Anthony Pettis. Ray Borg couldn't fight his opponent, so they had to scratch that off. And I didn't even know this, but Rose Namajunas almost pulled out of the whole event because she was so shooken up. Because the dolly almost hit her. She was literally the row right behind Michael Chiesa. And the dolly could have hit her. She could have got glass in her eyes. You never know what could have happened.
That bitch could have died. Let's be
Could
real.
have gotten blinded. Yeah.
Anything could happen. Who knows?
I mean-
that glass could not have broken the way it did. And just fucking.
And
So
that was
Conor-
was just off.
Connor
the
got
first thing he
arrested
did.
though, right? Connor got
Conor
arrested,
did-
and he's
no,
out on bail, right?
Connor turned himself in.
But he's out on bail, right?
Yeah, he's out on bail. I don't know if he's back in Ireland or not. I'm pretty sure he should be. I think they did grant him back his visa, so he can go back.
You mean his passport?
His passport, yeah. Because I saw the in the court, like they made a good point. He's like, listen, Conor McGregor, wherever he goes, he's going to be known. So it's not like he can hide, really, to be honest with you.
True.
So
Where's he gonna go?
he's going to go back to Ireland and just wait.
No, I mean like in the
in the sense of yeah, he
bro,
can't
like,
really.
yeah.
He's very well known at this point. So, as far as what this does to his brand, I mean, no sponsorships have pulled out yet, but
It's only a matter of time.
It depends. I mean, let's see how it goes, because if he I remember I was watching some of the commentators. They were saying like Mike Tyson when he had his run-ins with people where they wanted to sue him because he either hit him or something. He'd have to settle out of court, because it's better to settle out of court than risk a conviction and then not be able to participate in any boxing at all.
Right.
Because once you have a felony, you can't box, or in this case, you can't do MMA in the United States. You'd have a felony at that point.
True.
They would never give you a license. So, it's. I mean, he made $100 million. So
who was he after exactly?
He was trying to go. He was okay. So the whole thing started because he was trying to go after Khabib Nurmagomedov.
But
Khabib was the main event of the fight.
yeah, I know, but why?
So what happened was the day before, and UFC Embedded caught this. UFC Embedded is they do the lead up to the fight. The week of the fight, they do these vlog series where they capture all the main cards, the people getting ready. They're flying to to Las Vegas, or either them or they're training leading up to Saturday. So they do Monday through Friday, basically.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, the vlog came out around 4:00, and it showed on the vlog that at one point Khabib was walking down in the hotel, and in the hotel they had Artem, which was Conor's guy. Mm-hmm. They were in the same hotel, and I guess he was leaving the gym, and Khabib was going into the gym to get rid of that extra weight he has to get rid of for the fight.
Yeah.
So they had a moment where they basically, Khabib and his guys cornered Artem, and they were talking like a mad shit to each other, and then Khabib put his hand behind Artem's neck. And he didn't slap him or anything. He kind of put his arm on his neck, and it was talking like, "Hey, bring your chicken." He kept saying that, "Bring Conor, bring him." But he had his hand on this guy's neck, and he wasn't letting go. So then they had to they got a little, not a big scuffle. He basically knocked his hand away. People backed up, and they went about their business. So they took Artem out of that hotel, and they put him in another hotel, because they were like, "Listen, the shit's going crazy." I guess Artem hit up Conor, told him all the shit went down, and Conor took a flight that night from Ireland to New York, and then did this around. I think this happened around 12 or 1 o'clock.
So what you're trying to tell me is, McGregor saw the disrespect and he was like, "I'm gonna come for you, homie," and did all of that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
all of that shit, really, for all of that shit. Wow.
A lot of people are saying that he got either caught in the moment, or he did it for the.
He most definitely got caught in the moment.
People are saying he did it for the publicity because,
I don't think it was for publicity. I think it was.
It's a dumb reason though.
It's stupid.
I'm sorry, but
it was ego. It was just strictly ego
for your boy's honor.
Yeah, it was strictly ego.
You're gonna lose all these millions of dollars.
Yeah. I hope your boy was worth it.
I don't think he just was aware of the extent of
Yeah, he was
damages.
just acting.
He was just acting, yeah.
Or reacting, I should say.
Nice.
He threw a dolly through a window.
Yeah, man. He must have been coked out or something.
yeah, you never know.
Yeah, right?
You never know. But so he hasn't been suspended. He's already been stripped of the title, which that was going to happen anyway at the end of this pay-per-view, because they were going to crown a new lightweight champion. The funny thing is, this pay-per-view was marred with a bunch of scandal, from the start. Khabib and Tony Ferguson was
You meant marred.
Marred, thank you. Khabib and Tony were set for the main event, right? Marged, yeah. Khabib and...
you got Marge Simpson, son.
Oh, shit.
Got that Marge. Got Marge by all type of shit, dog. And my girl Marge.
She in this bitch.
Can I finish?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Thank you. Khabib and Tony were supposed to be the main event, right? So, did you hear about what happened with that? Did you guys hear anything about that?
No, you're more into UFC than both of us.
Not even you, sir? You didn't catch that? Okay. Tony got injured Thursday the week before, and they announced Saturday, April Fool's, that he was out because, quote, He was at the UFC Tonight studio, and I think he was going to do a show, and he went to say hi to somebody. He turned away. He tripped over some fucking cables, and he blew out his knee.
What the fuck? He just blew out his knee like that?
Yeah, actually, the ligament from his knee tore completely off.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not bad. He could just rub some dirt in it.
People are saying he was wearing sunglasses or blaming him and all that shit. So then they put Max Holloway versus Khabib. Max Holloway is a featherweight champion. Max Holloway had to get to I think it's 155. Yeah, they get to 155. I think he weighed like 169 or some shit. So the day of the weigh-ins, which was Friday, they deemed him unable to make weight medically fit. Basically saying that if he makes that weight from the weight he is now, he will be like on death's door. So even though he wanted to even try and do it, they were like, "Nah, we're not going to let you, because you're literally, if there's no way you can get to 155, and if you do, that's not healthy." So they scratched that. They said that Anthony Pettis was going to fight him, but then they scratched that within the hour. They say Paul Felder was going to fight him, and then the commission in New York stopped that. Then they gave it to Al Quinta, who was actually ranked, and they allowed it. He weighed in, and they fought, and Khabib won. And now Khabib's the lightweight champion.
Khabib!
So now Khabib versus Conor
fight.
is going to be the biggest fucking fight in MMA history when they do it. Because it's going to be, they already think that it's going to be in Russia, and it's Ireland versus Russia. That's going to be probably the biggest fight ever.
That's like the most, like, testosterone-filled niggas ever.
Their entire... The entirety of their job consists of go almost kill that other guy.
Just leave him on the foot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a day at the office is... like, your worst day at the office is his Tuesday.
Is his Tuesday.
You know what I mean? Like... Nick Swartzen used to have a bit about that. It's like, well, he's like, you're like boxers and like UFC fighters. You ever think about that? Like, that's their job. They have to go fight other men, other women. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's like, oh, how's work? I don't know, horrible.
Horrible.
Getting like punched in the face.
I gotta train nonstop.
Deliberately.
I can't even eat a slice of pizza, my nigga. I gotta get on this weight.
Duh.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, Khabib is a fucking monster. I mean, the motherfucker wrestled with bears at 9 years old.
He's a hell of a fighter. What's going to be interesting is just going forward from here for McGregor. I mean, his PR team is fucking scrambling right now. Like, they're just trying to fucking put out as many of the little fires first so that they can get to the big fire.
Khabib said the greatest thing in the world in the post conference. He was like, remember what he said when he won it? He's like, I'm over here winning champions. You put anybody in front of me. What is Conor doing? Fighting buses? So savage, bro. He's so savage. This kid, he was literally saying, listen, give me water. Give me 30 minutes. Let me call my father. Let me say hello. And then I fight again right now. I'm like, shit. Let's go fight. Dagestan, bro. Them Russians.
He was just like, hold on, let me just talk to the fam real quick and let me get a breather.
Well, he was super respectful. He's a very respectful fighter. He's always respectful.
Yeah, I've never seen him do anything.
Yeah,
like
he was playfully ribbing. He was not, fucking like, roasting. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't Conor.
Yeah.
He's refreshingly honest.
He's a very honorable fighter,
like,
honorable dude.
Fuck, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like the rush is definitely in full effect in there.
How does he say?
Yeah. He was showing me the highlights of this other guy, Till.
Oh, Darren Till.
The Hun?
Darren Till.
Darren Till from Liverpool.
Yeah, Till the Hun.
That'll be a good nickname. He'll wreck niggas.
Yeah, Attila the Hun though. That's a different story.
But yeah, Darren Till's an up and coming fighter.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know dick all about Attila the Hun.
Me neither.
My nigga.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Dude, you know, like, you can trace back, like,
No, that's Genghis Khan.
Oh, wait, what? No.
Attila the Hun was somebody completely different.
What? Are you serious right now? Am
Yes.
I mixing up the name right now?
Yes, you are. As soon as you said you can trace most of, I'm like, that's Genghis Khan. I know that immediately. Genghis Khan is the one that pretty much fucked everybody. You can, I'm pretty sure. Apparently, in a lot of 23andMe, like Patton Oswalt was talking about it in his last special. He's like, I was looking at I got my 23andMe back, and I got my results, and I got all the pasty countries out of the way: France, Germany, England, all that shit. And then I got a hit on Mongolia. Just this weird little blip, Mongolia. So I called them up. They have an 800 number that you can call, and they walk you through the whole thing and tell you all that. And he's like, yeah, so, I see all the pasty countries, France, Germany, England, but Mongolia is here too. And he's like, oh, that's Genghis Khan. Like, immediately. He just knew the shit. It's like,
That's Genghis Khan.
He's
That
like,
was
he's
his
like,
response?
oh, he's just like, oh, that's Genghis Khan. He's like, yeah, he pretty much just got into everybody. Like, that motherfucker literally raped and pillaged.
Everything.
Dude, he had the biggest empire in history.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Like,
And
bigger
they
than the
made a song
Romans,
after him
bigger
recently.
than the Romans, bigger than the Greeks, bigger than the Ottoman. Like, he was the empire. Bigger than the British Empire.
Bigger than Darth Vader.
Bigger than the fucking Darth than was it
The Doth of
no,
the Doth.
the Doth father, because that's what it means. But yeah, like, that motherfucker went through everybody, fucked anything in sight. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I'm pretty sure my DNA.
There's a hell of a disease.
I actually want to do the 23andMe. It's just that it's like $80 or something like that to do it.
It's not worth it.
Hmm?
It's not worth it.
Well, it's totally worth it. I just don't have the $80 handy.
No, I mean it's not worth it because you need those $80.
That's what I'm saying. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be worth it. I don't have it. So it's like, it wouldn't make any sense to do it. So, for all of that, for me to try to find out what the exact, like, lineage is, I would love to see that. Because obviously I know I have an Ecuadorian background, but other than that, I've been told things, but I've never been able to really confirm it.
He'll pay the money for that shit and it will come back. Yeah, you're just strictly from Ecuador.
Yeah. I mean, it might just be. But I know I'm not.
Like, I'm not even from like somewhere else. No, Ecuador, motherfucker. Deal with it.
I mean, both my parents are. It's not like my mom is Ecuadorian and this. No, both my parents are Ecuadorian. Both of my parents' parents. In except for my. Well, no, I was right. Yeah, both of my parents' were
Except for
Ecuadorian.
my abuelito.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I never met either one of my grandfathers. On either side of the family, they were both dead by the time I came around.
Just with their realness.
I feel him though. I didn't meet my great grandfathers.
Damn.
I was able to meet my great grandmothers.
Oh, great grandparents by the time. Ooh,
Yeah,
they were gone by the time I came around.
I was only lucky because my mom had me early.
True.
My mom was like, I want to say like 21, 20 at least.
So then your grandmother would have still. So her grandmother would have still been around, right?
Yeah. So my grandma, like, right now, she's like 60s, 50s, 60s. Don't quote me. I don't want to say the right number because she'll kill me.
I still don't understand that.
It's a woman thing. She's proud of it, though. You can see it in her hair, and she, like, flaunts her hair. She has beautiful hair.
That whole thing of,
She has, like...
You don't ask a woman her
silk
age.
hair.
Why? You put it on your Facebook profile.
Do they?
Of course, they ask you for that shit.
the real one?
Your birth date. I mean, unless they're putting that the 13, which, Jesus, it's the oldest 13-year-old I've ever seen. It's got Benjamin Button's disease.
He got that Benjamin Button disease.
You know what I'm saying?
Why did it come?
But I'm just saying, like, it would just be dope
like
to
it's
find
from
out, like,
Louisiana.
where the fuck, like, who my ancestors decided to fucking shack up with.
Who your ancestors shack up with?
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I've been told my great-grandfather was Japanese, but I can't confirm that. Then I've also been able to trace my last name as far back as 15th century Spain. That's it.
Yeah, that doesn't help, like, if your family's more in Latin America, because it's hard to find records even tracing back to
All
there.
the information that I've had is just literally shit that I've gathered in the last 15, 17 years.
Dude, I
Just
feel
little
you.
tiny bits.
Dude,
tiny
For me
bits.
too, dog.
I mean, do you understand that I was told that my great grandfather was not Latin? He was from another continent. One day I was coming. My dad calls me because they're announcing the teams, the groups for I think it was the World Cup in Korea.
And that's what they told him. Hijo, you're adopted.
Oh,
Yeah. So my dad, he's
That
like,
next
Steve,
team that's
he's like,
coming up,
Steve,
that's it. That is your
Ecuador,
country.
Ecuador. What the fuck what that accent was?
I don't even know.
Seriously, I don't know who you were doing, but stop.
Ese otro, no me acuerdo.
There you go. That's a little better. It's a little better.
That's better.
Ese la carro. But he's like, Steven, because Ecuador had made it this year. So we're waiting to see what group they're in. And they say, because he's watching it on Telemundo, or Univision, whatever. So they're like, Japón.
Was out at that time.
You know, they're like, Japón. And he goes, dice, ¿cómo es, tu abuelo era de allá? And I was just like,
English, please.
huh? I was like,
Your
what?
grandfather was from
I was like, wait, what? And what he had said was, he's like, just casually just says, oh, your grandfather's from there. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, he's like, well, no, he's like, well,
Are you telling me I'm part
my
Ninja Turtle?
grandfather was from there. And I'm like, you mean my great grandfather? He's like, so he was Japanese. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, he was from Japan. And I was like, and then my brother, who was a Marine in the early 90s, he got stationed in Okinawa for a time. His boat docked over there. And apparently our last name, Junko, is like Smith over here. Like, it's the most common last name over there. You know, people, apparently the people that he went to a place, they were eating food and they were like looking at his name, because, you know, they have your last name on your uniform. So they were like, oh, you're from here.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
how you doing?
You know, you're just more tanned. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been out.
Because you've been out.
You know what I mean? Like, they thought he was from there. They would speak in Japanese.
Hello, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's just they're speaking to him in Japanese, and he's just like, if anything, he's answering back in Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. At
So-
that time, yeah.
So he's like, yeah, our last name is like common as shit over there. The way I kind of put together, it's still a theory technically, that of how my grandfather, if he did come from Japan over to South America, was during the 30s, 40s, and going into the early 50s, when a mass exodus of Japanese people came over to Brazil to come work in the sugarcane fields.
That's true.
I'm thinking he was probably one of those people that came in those waves, and because you know you start there, but you don't end there necessarily. Most did, but some people sprawled out.
No, I feel you.
So
It's wherever your path takes you.
What the fuck?
The grass blowing in the wind.
I showed you.
I pull out my sword.
sling.
And then I got you.
Then he just went Mexican. I'm gonna catch you, Holmes.
Órale.
You disrespected my master, fucker.
Oh, shit.
This is for the honor of my dojo, Holmes.
Oh, my God.
God damn.
Oh, Lord.
Órale, get my katana.
Draw your sword, pendejo.
That was on point.
Mexican Samurai, coming to you this summer on Fox.
Órale, draw your sword, pendejo. I gotta make that into a game, Mexican sword. Oh my God.
Oh,
my God.
Oh, that'd be funny. Like, take Afro Samurai and just dub all his audio with a Cholo fucking accent.
Take all the soundtrack and just start putting merengue songs. What's a famous Enrique Iglesias song? Give me one.
Not Enrique Iglesias. You gotta, dog. We're talking Mexican for just like quiero que quiera a nadie que sus unidos es lo que quiero. Ta 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 ta. Bum 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 bum. You know what I'm saying? Bum 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 bum.
You know what was
you know what I'm saying?
You know what's a good like parody of like Mexican culture? Remember that Nacho?
It's basically polka music, actually.
Yeah. Remember Nacho? What was it Nacho?
Nacho Libre. That's when the white guy played the Mexican dude. Yeah,
that shit was funny though.
Oh, it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny at the time. But now looking back at it, I was like, really?
But he wasn't really fully Mexican, man. He was like there in the church. Like it made sense. He was just.
I get it, like how they tried to sell it, but
he just grew up around Mexican, so he's.
It was a funny movie. All right, I don't want to seem like I'm trying to hate on Nacho Libre because I own it on DVD, so it's not like I'm not gonna sit here and hate. All right, but nonetheless, it would have been nice if we actually got a Chico in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a Chico sidekick, but that's
Chico sidekick was savage.
I mean, most of them were all Chicos except
him.
Yeah. You remember when he threw that corn, my nigga?
You know what's funny? I think I've probably seen that movie 1.5 times. And I own it on DVD, mind you.
Chico Buddy throws a corn, stabs a nigga in the eye.
That's right. That's right. I didn't remember that shit just because how ridiculous that was. But dog. I mean, you wouldn't want to know your DNA history? Like your complete DNA history? Because I hear it's actually like good for even like for health reasons. It tells you what you are more highly susceptible to, how you can improve upon, prevent certain things and everything like that. Like I hear it's actually really good on a medical perspective as well. Which is why I'm actually still interested in doing it, personally.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanna.
What are you, a fucking telecenter rep or something?
Telecenter? Yeah, this is Global Response.
Sounds like a call center. He's giving me all the benefits of it, but he's not selling me on it.
This incessant coughing.
It never happened.
Sorry, people. It's just the extracurriculars are actually pretty nice today, so we're celebrating. You know what I'm saying? But like,
skeleton.
So wait, all right. So now,
what the fuck? Okay, run it over.
There's a trial date for Conor?
I think it's in July. I'm pretty sure it's that's when they said. I think they're gonna put it.
It's a hearing.
Yeah. I think it's in July. I'm pretty sure because I remember when they had said it, they asked for a specific date because they were talking about they had like in-ring performances. One of the guys that there was only 2 of them that actually got that got arraigned. I don't know if there was more people that were arrested, but the 2 that they showed was Conor and Tilly. They were the 2 fighters.
They have him on camera.
Have him on camera screaming, "Break all the windows!
Smash the windows!
Smash the windows!"
On camera.
Conor McGregor.
He grabs a fucking railing.
Yeah, they had to rip it out of his hands.
Railing. And he's literally in mid-lunge to just let it go through the fucking window, and somebody luckily fucking catches him. It's just like, what you've done enough.
He tried to pick up a trash can, but that shit was way too heavy.
Oh my god, dude.
Shit was made out of... Now, if you could have picked that up and threw it, that would have did some damage. Because that shit looked like it was made out of, like,
listen,
pure
just
iron.
In on a civil perspective, on a civil angle, the lawsuits from the bus company, the lawsuits from all the fighters, the lawsuits from the venue, possibly. Who knows?
I mean, on a neighborly standard, that was pretty rude.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that wasn't very Christian.
It wasn't. That wasn't.
That wasn't something for a good Catholic boy to do. Oh. Yeah. So, in
Canada, they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, eh?"
Yeah. Wow. So, to quote Conor McGregor, he needs to shut his mouth and listen to his fucking lawyer, and hopefully the civil suit lawsuits won't clean his bank account enough to where he can't afford a lawyer for his criminal lawsuits that are coming. You know,
That's also true. Just put him in the ring.
You know,
with Khabib.
attempted murder. Like somebody could argue attempted murder.
Just put him in the ring.
Manslaughter.
Just
Somebody
put
could
him
pursue.
in the ring with Khabib.
You know,
That's enough punishment. Just put him in the ring with Khabib.
so
Put him in there with Khabib in Russia. You know what I mean?
it wouldn't be fair if they do it in Russia. You have to do it in neutral territory.
What DC said.
Do it in Vegas.
As soon as that, no, do it in Russia.
No, don't do it in Russia.
Are you kidding me?
No, you don't give it. You don't give him
They've
home
never
field
done
advantage.
it in Russia, and their biggest star right now is finally a Russian. Do it in Russia.
They've
That
never
shit
done it
is
in-
gonna
They've
sell.
never done it in Argentina. Why don't they do it
That
in
shit is
Argentina?
gonna be.
It's just,
It's not that popular over there right now.
But Russia is popular. Why?
It is. It's super popular, and they never had a UFC event there. You know how long people wanted to go to
We
Russia?
should do it in
now?
Cuba then. By that standard,
I think they've already done that.
they haven't done Cuba.
Well, they'll do it at one point with Yomaro.
You know what I'm saying? I know they've done China. Haven't they? They've done China, right?
They've done China before.
Yeah, right. China, I think they. I'm trying to think of all communist countries. China. I mean,
Listen, they need to do it. In Russia.
listen, until UFC does North Korea, I ain't fuck with them, yo. All right. Until they can get North Korea, I ain't fuck.
They need to do it in Russia. They need to.
Shit, man.
That fight would be. You're gonna sell more in Russia if it's in Russia.
I can't wait.
It's gonna sell out regardless. It's the UFC.
No. You're gonna make. It's gonna make more money when if it's in. It's got to be in Russia.
It's
just
like
gotta
it's
be.
got the intensity of the World Cup, but just like condensed to this like 3
either in
hour
Russia
ordeal.
or Ireland. It's got to be in one of those two spots. It's got to be.
See, that's the thing. I say it can't. You don't do it in either one of those countries because you don't want to give either one of the fighters home field advantage and show them some sort of preference. You do it in a third party neutral territory where it's just literally just about the fighters and that's it. And no matter where it is, it's gonna sell the fuck out because it's a proper UFC event with Conor fighting. It's gonna sell.
Thank you for the moral high ground, but it's got to be in Russia. Thank you.
Russia.
And that is your opinion strictly, sir.
That's most the MMA community's opinion.
Oh, is that a fact? Really?
Yeah.
Really? You speak for them, sir? I didn't know you were appointed. Don't you get like a sash or something for that?
I mean, that's all the
He
questions
has a
they've been
special hat,
asking.
actually.
A special?
That's all the questions they've been asking. Well, is it going to be in
I'm
Russia?
so-
Is it
they
going to be in
give-
Russia? Is it going to be in Russia? That's all they're asking.
It's one of those little like boxer shorts, you know, those little shorts that they wear in the UFC, you know? That says ambassador of all the of the MMA community on the butt.
What? What are you fantasizing over there? Fantasizing a man in a boxer's. What's going on?
No, man. You lost it. You lost it.
He completely lost it.
It's okay.
Fucking gloves and shit.
Anyways. For the listeners, they're just laughing hysterically. They look at each other and then they just start laughing.
Because he's doing gestures.
For the listeners, I just started like bumping my fist together like fighters do right before they fight, you know.
And that for some reason made Wilmo just hysterically laugh.
You had to be there, hello. Sorry, man. You lost. in
I guess
the-
because Serv looks like a child.
I want to break it down for him. So, you were saying that most of the MMA community feels however they feel about whatever it was that we were just talking about, right? And I was just like, oh, I didn't know you were appointed. Then you said, yes, I am. And I was like, oh, I thought you'd get a sash. And you're like, yeah. But and then you started getting on about something about Khabib or whatever. And then I was just like, yeah, or maybe
All
they
I'm
give
hearing
him.
is that he doesn't listen.
They give him those MMA shorts that they wear, You know,
I didn't say that. You did.
I'm saying that.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
said
saying that.
I'm like,
This is what I'm saying. See, you're still not even getting it. Then
You're not even.
you were trying to explain.
Even
When I'm trying to explain how I'm making fun of you, you still don't even understand.
I'm still amazed how far the conversation he fucking tuned out.
It just sounds like that.
Quick.
He tuned out like from like way back then.
We only tuned out for like 10 seconds for this joke.
Maybe you did. He tuned out.
No,
but where he started from. He
I'm
tuned out
literally
worse.
giving you the play-by-play.
Because
so
I
hold
was
on.
just like, yo, he
This-
got a special hat.
Yeah.
Then he said you got special shorts with the hat. And then she started saying that you had the title
shorts.
on your
It was
butt.
like, oh, he gets they gave him a pair of those tight UFC shorts that they wear
Dude,
that says ambassador of the MMA community on the butt.
you got a hat, shorts, and then he was just like, wait, but you can't forget the gloves.
And then
so-
I'm like, he's wearing gloves and shit, right? And then we started laughing about that. And then I started doing this,
just pounding his fist together. Like,
pounding
you're
my
about
fist
to
together, and then we lost it again.
I thought it was because he looked like a baby, just like pussy fist.
say, What? No! What? He's still lost.
Oh God, oh, I love you, man. I love you. But here's the thing. You are correct, sir. I think this will probably equal, as far as ratings go, to the Mayweather fight.
I don't know about all that.
I think as far as a surge,
I think it's gonna make up. You think it's gonna make $400 million? It's not gonna.
maybe not 400 million, but
You'll be
I
more
think
correct to say it will be as big as the Nate Diaz and Conor fight because those are the two biggest fights in UFC
okay,
history.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they made like 2.7.
I can agree to. Yeah,
1.7
that's
million.
that's fair. That's fair. I can attest. I can sign off on that. I think you're definitely right. This is probably going to be one of the most hyped fights in the history of the UFC. Conor versus fucking Khabib.
Oh, it'd be the biggest.
That's what I'm
Now,
saying.
Definitely not.
It would top it. It would top everything.
So.
It would top all the Brock Lesnar fights.
Oh, those have already been topped long ago.
You know what I'm saying? It would top all the Anderson Silva fights. All the fights. All the GSP fights. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. It would even top his his 7-second knockout or whatever of
Jose.
Jose Aldo. Was it Jose?
Yeah, it was Jose. His career went down. Well, I mean, to be honest, he beat Frankie and then he lost to Max twice. But I mean, Max is like probably one of the greatest featherweights of all time. So you can't really, that's how it goes.
That's how the story goes.
And that's how the cookie crumbles.
How much time we got?
I want that cronkite. 42 minutes.
What else are we going to talk about?
I was telling you that I finally finished Super. And this dude, so I told him that I finished Super, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, what happened at the end? This motherfucker thinks I didn't finish Super.
It's because he told me Wednesday. Like, when I went over there Wednesday, he was at the Khalifa part. Mm-hmm. And then Friday, he texts me. Because I remember it was the day before the fight. And you were like, oh, I finally finished Super. And I was like, you watched, like, almost 30 episodes.
Yeah, he bench watched it all.
That's why I couldn't believe, because I knew he had to work. So I'm like, there's no way he could have. He doesn't watch that many episodes in a row.
He did.
For as long as I've known you, you do one episode. I'm good. Next up,
For
you
that, I
rarely
had
go
to.
2 episodes.
Well, here's the thing. I had already done that with Super. Literally, the last thing I needed to watch was just the Tournament of Power.
Well, I was like, well, what happened at the end then?
I didn't even.
He was so
like,
offended.
I didn't
He
even
was so
dignify it with an
offended.
answer. I was just like, I just put my headphones back on and just listened to my microphone. And
I was like, did Goku win? He was like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
is he
Goku
the only
won.
one?
God damn you, Aloe.
But no, that was a hell of an ending. I mean, if anything, you should have seen it coming.
Yeah, when Cell came back.
When Cell came back. Yeah. And Broly came back with 3 heads.
Now I know he didn't see
It was crazy.
I was gonna say like
It was crazy, yeah.
Majin Buu came at the very end, like a little.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right. I mean, because it was crazy, because, what do you call it? Beerus conjured up Kid Buu for some reason out of nowhere.
He's
you know. And then like Kid Buu apparently like broke through the space-time continuum, like killed Oob in the process.
Came out of nowhere, like killed Bill.
Yeah.
So,
like
that
remember when they did that cheesy flashback of when he killed Oob?
That's
Exactly.
not
in the middle of
the
that.
ending. So
You know what I'm
that
saying?
lets me
So-
know that Serv didn't see it.
Yeah.
He didn't see it.
TM.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
Exactly. Yeah.
You shouldn't lie.
It was
Serv.
crazy how Bulma won the whole thing. Like,
So
you know, that was crazy.
So how do you like the ending with the whole thing with Frieza and Goku at the end? Like,
I thought it was Majestic.
oh, it was Frieza and Goku at the end.
I thought no.
Well, I mean, 17 really is the one who won it because he was the last
Technically,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, technically, but I mean, Frieza and Goku really the ones that push, Jiren out.
I don't know. I think
Well, they held him down. They just brought him out.
17 was my dog.
17 was the MVP.
17 was probably the best warrior in that entire crew.
What about Goku?
He did a lot of the work, but I'm saying as far as with Goku, it's undeniable. Like you obviously
Ultra Instinct, motherfucker.
right.
Yeah,
like,
he was
but
getting into Ultra.
but you know what I'm saying. But as far as just from start to finish, with Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, we know those guys. We're talking about like the quote unquote mortal types. You know what I'm saying?
Well, 17's not mortal.
I understand
half
that.
Mortal.
You know what I mean? But as far as like the lower tier, the guys that fall under Goku, those are the guys that have that power level. 17, like that dude is
Well,
just
17 was always much stronger than
the
a lot of
most
people.
the most tactical, blunt, and like he was just like I enjoyed watching a lot of his fights. Thoroughly enjoyed watching his fights. And then just the way that they ended it, that look that he gives Goku when it's like 17, what is your wish? He just looks over at Goku. He goes, bring back all the universes and all this, I'm just like, of course. That's exactly what you do. Yes. Like, I love the fact that Goku didn't win it.
Technically, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that they purposely, like, he won without winning.
No, he didn't. He lost because he sacrificed himself.
He tied.
Take it like a man.
At the least, he tied. At the least, he tied.
He sacrificed himself like a real man
With Frieza.
with fucking
Frieza.
Oh, dude, dog, like that motherfucker, yeah. The Goku ones though still kill me.
I know.
Hey, they're hella actors.
Yeah, bro.
They're great, but it's gonna be interesting.
Have you seen the teaser for the movie?
No.
No.
You haven't seen it?
Oh, really? They're doing a movie now?
Yeah, they came out a while back.
True.
A couple weeks ago. It was actually right before the second to last episode.
True. The only anime thing that I'm like actively checking for right now is that that new the English dub of Batman Ninja. Y'all seen that shit?
I haven't got into that yet. I need to, but what is it on? Is it on Hulu?
No. It's an animated movie.
Yeah, but where can you watch it?
It's not on a streaming platform.
Oh, gotcha.
It's an animated movie that Warner Brothers.
You got to
is
do
releasing.
it behind the scenes.
If you want to, preferably
As I
go
get my
buy it and support that
chocolate.
shit because it's fucking dope. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely want to check that shit out. I mean, it's Batman against the Joker in feudal Japan.
I'm watching
all anime style.
I'm watching My Hero Academia right now. It just came back out.
Yeah.
Episode 1. I'm also watching Black Clover. Black Clover is actually pretty good. Really good anime.
I'm still churning my way through Dimension W. And slowly working my way through season 2 of Attack on Titan. But I also started rewatching, picked back up Sons of Anarchy, Breaking Bad, and Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. And because I'm trying to, I was like, all right, I did a lot of superhero stuff. So I'm kind of just keeping certain hero stuff up in the moment. but I'm just getting rid of all the other like dramas and stuff like that.
I could feel you on that.
Yeah, like I'm watching Sherlock. Sherlock is good. You ever seen Sherlock?
It's quite good.
It's quite good, mate.
It's quite
It's
good.
not
mate.
right.
It's quite good, Gov.
It's quite good, mate.
Oi, Gov.
It's not right.
Mate, how about Liverpool, mate?
It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right at all.
You ready for the derby?
You having a go?
I'm having a piss, mate.
Yeah. You having a piss, mate? Yeah. You having a piss with me, mate? You having
I
a
wish I
go?
could speak like that. There.
You having a go?
Bloody Arsenal.
Bloody awesome.
Bloody
That's all he's got. Bloody Arsenal. Tea. Crumpets. The Queen.
Short Steiger with their goal.
He just breaks into fucking Man's Not Hot.
Van Persie. I love how they used to say Van Persie's name after a goal. Van Persie.
Van Persie.
Yeah, they used to be when they scored a goal. Holy shit! When the guy who does the La Liga commentator, whenever Messi scores some magical goal, he fucking goes insane. It's like, what a magical foot, what a magical touch, what a magical night. Leon Messi, king of the world,
Leon Messi.
king of the world.
King of the world.
It's fucking hilarious.
Those motherfuckers, man. Those commentaries are so hilarious at times.
Can you do a Michael Caine impression? You know who Michael Caine is? The butler from the Dark Knight movies.
Yeah, like, but I can't do it like.
Just try it.
No, I'm not gonna
Just
do
try it. Just try it.
No.
Just try it.
Why do you want me to do this?
I want to try. I've tried it. It's terrible.
Let me try.
You know, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Bloody Batman.
No. It's Michael. It's Michael Caine.
Michael Keaton.
You know, no.
What?
You know, but Michael Caine. You know, he has like a very like nasally voice. The way he talks, his British accent.
Who is this again?
Michael Caine. Just look up Michael Caine.
You'll be very disappointed in yourself not knowing who Michael Caine is.
I think I know who it is.
It's the
I
butler from the Dark Knight
from
movies.
the last one, right?
From all the movies.
Yeah,
No.
I know who you're talking about now. Okay. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Yeah. Master Bruce. Yeah. That was
It's
awful.
It's hard to
That was
do
awful.
his. It's hard to do his.
I remember there was a movie once where there's like these two guys that are like, no, that is not how Michael Caine talks. Like they just kept battling Michael Caines to each other.
Can you do Christian Bale?
No.
What is it? Is this like Australian or something?
No, he's British.
He's British.
He's
Right?
British.
He's got a rough one though.
It's very monotone.
Yeah.
It's very low. Well, you
It's hard
know.
to do his. You have to have a deep voice to do.
Yeah,
that.
I don't.
I could
don't
probably
really
do
have
it, but
a
I
deep
don't have
voice.
I could do it with my voice.
My
but
voice,
I need to-
my voice routinely gets mistaken for a woman all the time.
So how would I have to sound? Because I have the voice for it. All right, let me try. Give me something. Give me something he would say.
Just talk.
The Dark
Just have a
Knight.
conversation.
The Dark Knight.
No, don't talk. Don't talk Batman stuff. Just talk. Just talk. Just have a conversation.
Well, there was a girl here at the bathroom, and she took a shit.
And then I came.
And then I burst in, and I was like,
I burst in. Holy shit! Wow, Christian Bale likes to get down with the rapeness.
No, I simply just screamed, "What the fuck?"
Why are you shitting in this bathroom? It just turns into this.
And
Fucking...
she simply looked at me and said,
Shut up, bloody Arsenal.
I was trying to come out
I've
with
got
it,
a
but
bloody Arsenal.
bloody Arsenal.
You're so stupid. You're so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ.
That's where we end this bloody asshole.
We're not ending it with bloody assholes. We're not ending.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that's not.
What would
That is
you
not
do?
asshole type.
What would you do if you? What would you do if you burst into the room and a girl's just taking a shit and she's like, bloody asshole?
Why are you bursting into a room?
Maybe you're
First of all, is
maybe
this
you're
a,
bursting- you're
when
in
you
your
say
own
a room? Are we talking the bathroom, or we're just talking like your bedroom?
Bedroom. Let's say you're bursting in your bedroom. Maybe let's say you get home.
Why do I have to?
Let me paint the picture.
But why do I have to burst into my room?
So let me paint the picture. Let's say you break into your own home. Let's say, all right.
I have to break into my own home.
For reasons unknown. Your room is completely shut with barbed wires and like pixie glass and all that shit. It's like a fucking
pixie glass,
like Resident Evil type door. You know what I'm saying? You can
pixie
see
glass.
The inside. You can see the inside.
Hold on, I just want to backtrack for a
pixie
second.
Glass, yeah.
What's pixie glass?
It's like when pixies come and shit does.
What?
Pixie glass. So you got to burst into that.
Hold
shit
on,
like Keanu
we're
Reeves.
not done yet. Did you mean plexiglass?
No, pixie glass. I know what plexiglass is.
Plexiglass.
That's not a
Pepsi glass.
There's also Pepsi glass. But that's like Pepsi glass. Hold on. Pepsi glass is like a liquid nitrogen type of glass. It's not good.
Sorry, that's
Pixie glass.
Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
You got to run through that shit, right? Like Keanu Reeves.
Through the
Got to run
pixie
through that
glass.
shit like Juggernaut on steroids.
It's made out of Tinkerbells.
I got that.
There's already gonna be like foot parts for you to just run in, and you got to be on those foot parts. Girl's gonna shit. She's gonna be like bloody asshole. That's it.
That's a lot.
You're just trying to get in your own room. If that's the premise you want to go with.
If I have to go through all of that, I'm doing something more than just being upset.
It's a dystopian world. People just, that's how you get into your room to change.
My bedroom's in the middle of the mountain, apparently. It's at the top of this mountain beyond this cliff.
Yeah.
I have to jump 40 feet every time to go to my bedroom.
It's in a world where the opposite of you is Tony Bandera.
Tony Bandera?
Yeah.
Who's Tony Bandera?
That's my fictional character. Not Tony Valderrama.
Who's that?
What?
I think he meant Antonio Banderas.
No. I know who that is. That's not who I
You
mean.
know Tony Bandera?
Tony Bandera.
It's Tony
Antonio Banderas.
Tony. No,
No,
it's
no,
Tony Bandera.
It's Tony Bandera.
It's Tony. He
No.
meant to say Tony Bandera.
No. And this-
According
in
to
this
Wilmo,
dystopian
according
world-
to him,
in this
in this
dystopian
dystopian world,
He's Tony
I'm not
Bandera.
letting him
Tony
take this.
Bandera runs the show.
Fuck this
Alright.
shit.
In this Book of Eli type of world.
Alright.
apparently.
What the fuck?
It's going to be played by Denzel Nebraska. Not Denzel Washington. He's not in this shit. Denzel Nebraska.
God damn it.
Denzel, North Dakota.
Denzel, North Dakota?
Music by Too Tall.
Too tall. You're so
Not too short.
You're so stupid.
Too tall.
You're so fucking stupid. Oh
I
god.
wish it was a little bit shorter.
That's Skilo, you jackass.
God damn it.
That's perfect. That's how it should end. That's how it should end. That's how it should end.
Alright,
Alright.
guys, right.
Hey,
My
listen.
name is Wilmo.
Too short and too old.
As always. Oh god, you're so stupid. Oh jeez, God, my face hurts. I'm
Okay, don't remember about
laughing
bloody
so
assholes.
hard. Oh god, hold on.
Man, that's when
Hold on,
that's like when
hold on,
Michael
hold on,
Romack
hold
said
on.
that
I need
song called Panic at the Disco.
I need to gather
Oh
myself.
god, hurry the fuck
I
up.
need to gather myself.
You heard of that band called
He was making that by himself.
You heard about that band called My Chemical Romance that made that song Panic at the Disco?
What? Kill yourself.
I'm telling you, this
He's
is
so proud of himself
in
for
this
that.
dystopian world.
There's a window right behind you. You jump out of it.
Oh my god. Anyways, I am LO Soul, and you can find me at LO Soul 463 for all social media, and you can also find me on LO Soul YT for YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, and as always, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all social media. Parental Advisory Cast on Facebook and Instagram. P Podcast on Snapchat, and Parental Podcast on Twitter. Thank you very much, everybody. We broke 100 likes on the fan page, and I think we're like at 130 something now. Thank you very much, guys. We really do appreciate it. We threw up a little post there giving you guys, but once again, as always, we really do appreciate everybody that's listening. For the people out there, the SoundCloud will be up and running soon. We're gonna get that to you ASAP.
Keeps fucking it up.
And Well,
games.
no, we've been busy. He's been busy. We all know everybody's been busy, so it's understandable. But nonetheless, so
Also, we are going to be May 5th. We are going to be
Yes,
at Star
yes.
Wars. Not Star Wars. Sorry, I get it confused because it's
we've done so many of them too.
on that day.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be Free Comic Book Day at Tate's over here in Lauderhill. Or is it Lauderhill or Lauderdale?
I think it's Lauderhill.
Lauderhill.
Yeah.
Florida over here on University Drive. And come check us out.
Just south of Commercial.
Yeah, Tate's is always has a free comic book day. It's very big. Many different artists are going to be there. Local artists as well. Even people who just do like. I remember I went last year and one guy did like crochets of superhero characters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
that he
awesome.
would sell those, so.
Yeah, man, you guys come out if you guys are in the local. Yeah, if you guys are in the local South Florida area, man, West Palm, Broward, Dade, come out to Tate's. I mean, it's been ranked. Huh?
Fuck that shit. They don't pay us. Don't advertise stuff.
Well, I'm just saying to
No, I'm just playing.
I'm like, what?
We're gonna have to edit that out. It's like,
Yeah.
no, that's what I was saying. And I'm like, oh shit, I think we're gonna have to edit that out. Yeah, but no, Coach.
Made him shit his pants.
I was like, what the
fuck?
Like, this nigga just torpedoed the entire thing. Like, what just happened? Why would he do that?
Anyways, come check us out. Come check out Tate's.
Come fuck with us.
They have so much merchandise. Always great sales. Discounts will probably be out there that day, and obviously you're gonna get your free comic books. So come check us out. Come hang out with us. It's gonna be May the 5th. We are also going to be at the Gaming Expo, which I believe is in July. So come check us out. Then we'll be giving details when it's much closer to that. And also, please come check out Serve. He will be performing on Saturday. The High Rollers Tour begins.
Yes, at
so come check us out
O'Malley's.
there. I think it starts in O'Malley's for the first night. So definitely go check out those boys at Bro Life so they can
Brolife.net for all details on all that.
go ahead and have some fun. Get some drinks at O'Malley's. It's a great little pub. And they have a great stage. So definitely go check them out. And all the acts that are going to be out there. It's going to be a showcase of Broward's best. So definitely go. I think it's at $10 to get into the door, and you can actually RSVP on brolife.net. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can. We don't have. I think that's all of us for today.
No, your what do you call it? Your Twitch.
Oh yeah, if you want to come play with me on Twitch, obviously we do game. Sometimes the Parental Advisory other cast members will come by and play with us. But usually I play Saturday and Sunday, and also on Friday nights now I'm trying to add. So if you catch me on there, I definitely am playing something that involves two players, so just hop on.
So yeah, check them out. Where can the people find you on Twitch?
Twitch /LSO YT.
LSO YT?
Yeah, same thing.
All right, cool.
Probably should change that to LSO Twitch for my Twitch, but yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
sure.
do that later.
Yeah, all right. Wilmo?
You can find me in my kitchen cooking, bitch.
Well, you could. You can show me some love. I'm probably gonna pop out a special this upcoming week. Probably a spring cake. I'm not gonna go into detail. You'll probably see it up on my Instagram if you show some fucking love, people. But that's up to you guys. If you want to look at some tasty treats, maybe get your mouth watering for some sugars.
Tasty treats.
On my tongue.
Tasty treats. Oh yeah.
Give me some.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Give me the sugar.
find me
rush.
on Instagram
I want the crash.
and Snapchat. Wilmo_Chiquito. That means small people. For y'all.
But not where it counts, baby.
And on that note, we are out.
So yeah, man. Thank you for rocking with us, y'all.
Skirt, skirt.
Peace and blessings. Much love. Thank you.
Skirt, skirt.
Peace. Skirt, skirt.
Fuck y'all niggas.
No, we love y'all.
Yeah, I know.